The world champion opened his 98 bid today against last year's Young Player of the Year, Lee Walker. Doherty got off to a steady start. A break of 60 got him the first frame. He went on to take the second with a break of 55. Walker fought back in the third. But a series of mistakes cost him dearly, and after 35 minutes, Doherty took the frame. It was 3-0. Frame 4, a break of 83, put Walker back into the match. He went on to take the next and narrow the gap, 3-2. But Doherty wasn't put off. He took the sixth to lead 4-2. Frame 7, the champion warms up. A break of 131 to extend the lead to 5-2. He won frame 8, but Walker was still not out of it by any means. A fight back in 9 reduced his deficit, but going into the mid-session interval, the world champion led 6-3. So that's how they restarted tonight. The first of 10 to play to a finish for the first result of the championship. And Walker, the qualifier, started well. He took the first 2 here this evening, just one between them at 6-5. As we move into frame 12 with Clive Everton and Dennis Taylor and Alan Chamberlain, the referee, nothing potted yet, and this is Walker.
Yes, he didn't make a good contact there. He was hoping to, well, pop the red, but he was trying to screw back behind the balk colours. And Ken can get on pink or black off this. Yes, this is a decent chance for Ken, and he needs something really. He's got to knock a few in here just to restore a little bit of confidence.
Yes, this match is not looking the sure thing for him that it looked when he was 6-2 up just before lunch. He lost the last frame of the morning and the first 2 this evening. Hasn't played well at all in those frames.
Yes, even that last positional shot there, he didn't... it's as if he's just cueing a little bit... it's not as smooth as it normally is. It's usually a very smooth cue action, and he's just a little bit quick for him.
A 16. A 17.
And once again, he's let the cue ball run away from him. Looks as if the red will go into the corner pocket right over the blue spot, the one he's closest to, but it's such a choice of positional shots there. He's got the one near the pink. He's retrieved the situation very well. Started off very well in the match with a break of 60 and then a 55 in the second. And then that seventh frame here, that magnificent 131 break. So the form's there, Clive. It's just a matter of getting the confidence back again.
32.
Yes, the form is there, but today, not in long enough spells. But he should reassert himself here. He certainly needs to.
40. $41.
Well, that was 5 reds and 5 blacks, but no thought of a maximum in Ken's mind, just a matter of trying to win the frame. And that's perfectly played. He's left himself a choice of 5 reds there.
43. $44.
And he may have to use the red that's next to the pink as a little stopper this time. Now he had enough angle just to hold for the one close to the pink.
51. 52. 58. 59.
'Yes, he's took these well.
66.
Just slightly out of position on a couple of occasions, but
67.
the frame is now safe. Just needs the black to be absolutely certain.
74. 75. 82. 83.
And just look at the determination in Ken Doherty's eyes there. And Lee Walker asked the question this evening. And like a true champion,
91.
Ken Doherty coming back with this magnificent effort here.
$98. 99. 106.
Doherty's second century of the match.
107.
And now that he's potted that tricky last red, it could be his second total clearance of the match. He potted all 15 reds with colours
114.
and the colours for an effort of 131 in the 7th frame this morning. If he can knock the colours in now, he would register a break of 141.
$160.
Okay, and just proving to everyone here what a good temperament he has. He had that lean spell, missed quite a few chances. This has been a superb effort. He's gone out of position here, but won't be too disappointed. That's a good shot, that's.
No total clearance, but a magnificent effort of 134 restores a 2-frame advantage for Ken Doherty. He leads by 7 frames to 5.
Yeah, the wonderful opening night Crucible atmosphere. Doherty had the best start in 13. Walker is nibbled away, but Doherty still with the lead.
Well, made a complete mess of that one.
Yes, there was plenty of room. But now, great chance for Walker, again to reduce his deficit to a single frame.
Well, there's an awful lot of pressure on the young man. At least the chance is there.
One.
And that was a good start. Really cued that one well. Got a lot of screw on the cue ball. Black's only available into the left corner pocket.
Nine.
And he looks to have a sufficient angle. Well, it's a little bit awkwarder than it looks. He's got to get back behind that red again. Yeah, nicely played. Probably play for the blue this time.
16.
The important shot is, whichever color he does decide to play for, is getting nicely onto that yellow. So he's got a choice of colors to play for. He's just working out which will get him to the yellow the easiest. It's a nice little half ball blue. Will take him up past the brown. He doesn't want to finish absolutely straight on that yellow. He wants to leave an angle so that he can get out for the green.
$22. $24.
Not on the green as straight as he would like. A thin cut takes the cue ball away from the brown.
Yes, and he's got that blue and pink to avoid, not only on the way up the table, but on the way back down again. Don't know if he can play it with side just to come back across the table. Yes, well, he had enough angle to do that.
27.
This is the one, if he gets this right. Needs the brown and blue. Steadying himself. Big shot for Lee Walker. Big shot for Ken Doherty.
Just steadying himself. This blue reduces his deficit to a single frame.
And that's quite amazing. Earlier in this frame, he missed identical same blue. And sometimes you can steady yourself too much, Clive. He's a natural player rather than just getting down and knocking the blue in. I think he thought about it a little bit too much.
Well, it was the significance of the shot rather than its intrinsic difficulty which defeated him there.
That missed blue could be the big turning point in this match.
Yes. If Walker had potted that blue, he would have reduced his deficit to a single frame. Doherty now needs pink and black to open up a 3-frame advantage.
11.
Leads Lee Walker by 8 frames to 5 at the mid-session interval.
But when they came back, it was all very tentative. Doherty has struggled to get 17 points against this young Welsh qualifier. Frame 14.
The red's close. This could be a nice fluke. And if he manages to knock the black in, what a chance it could turn out to be. But these are not straightforward. He's so close to the black and he's just cutting it back slightly into the pocket, so needs to give this one plenty of care and attention.
9. $16. $17.
The reds are so nicely situated at present that you can really do anything with the cue
24.
ball and be on a nice easy pot.
$25. Yeah. 32. $33. Sorry? Yeah.
I think he's just spotted something with the scoreboard. Maybe he's just checking with Alan Chamberlain.
32.
The referee Alan Chamberlain called 33, but it's amended to 32.
$37. 38.
This is already Walker's highest break
41.
since the 83, which got him off the mark in the fourth frame, having lost the first three.
42.
Yes, he doesn't have to worry about the difficult red on the left side of the table. He can clinch this frame with the other two reds that you're looking at there. So that miscue
48.
from Ken Doherty on the easy black looks as if it could prove costly in this frame.
$49.
Quick glance round at the scoreboard. He's got very little to do with the cue ball. He's just got to make sure that he drops the red in. That would be enough to put Ken at the snooker's required stage.
56.
And Lee Walker's made these very nicely.
61. Lee Walker, 61.
Which, barring sneakers, will reduce Doherty's lead to 8-6.
One. Three. 5. 8. 12. 17.
Walker's 61 break effectively secured this frame.
30 in the frame.
He tops it off with another 30, but still trails by 8 frames to 6.
But frame 15 went to Walker, 67-20, to go just one behind at 8-7. Frame 16 in progress, Doherty with a 5-point lead.
And that is just pure pressure. The defending champion is really under the cosh at the moment.
Yes, he seldom missed that sort of shot in ordinary circumstances.
But he hasn't left an easy opening for Lee Walker. This needs a bit of potting as well, the one he's taking on. That's the only one that'll go, in fact. I'll tell you what, there's a lot more will go now.
Doherty knows that Walker now has a chance to level the match at 8-all. The reds widely spread, every colour available.
Six.
Yeah, he's having the cue ball cleaned. I don't think he got a bad contact there. I think he's thinking of the next shot that he's going to play. He's going to roll the one into the right centre pocket, so the last thing he wants to do is get a bad contact, and I feel that's why he had the cue ball cleaned.
Seven. $12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 13.
Walker came to the Crucible having won only 4 matches in the season's 7 previous world ranking events. He won 3 matches to qualify for a return to the Crucible, where he reached the quarterfinals last year as the world number 189.
18. $19.
Thinking quite rightly this time, Lee just composing himself. He's got reds either side of the table. Ken knows that this is an excellent opportunity, but you've got to give it all your care and attention. Easy just to slip out of position.
$24.
But the more
25.
low-valued colours that Lee takes here, the more balls he's going to have to pot. He's 20 in front. But the main thing here is to keep potting them.
29. $30.
I think he'll come up this time for the 2 reds that are up. There's one near the pink spot and the other one to the left. They're both available. And now he can play to get onto the black, and that will certainly help his cause. A higher valued colour.
$34.
Yes, back for blue, perhaps figuring that whichever side of the blue he finished, there was a red that he could play on. Blue possibly too much of an angle though to be sure of holding position.
$41.
Yes, he still needs a red colour, red, to leave Ken in trouble. Just taking the chalk out of his pocket there so that he's not leaning on it when he stretches across the table.
42.
Holding the black spot.
49.
To hold position on the red that he needs, to leave Doherty needing a snooker.
Yes, it has gone very, very quiet in the Crucible Theatre here. I think the crowd sense that there might be a bit of an upset on the cards here.
50.
We've still got an awful lot to do, but to level at 8 each, we'll be in with a great chance.
Yes, from 8-5 down, Walker's made breaks of 61, 30,
57.
54. And this effort, Doherty's under the cosh, no doubt about it.
$58.
Yes, there's one thing about
61.
Welshmen, Clive. They always give you plenty of drama here at the Crucible Theatre.
$61 in the frame.
Well, this particular Welshman has performed splendidly. He was 8-5 down, but has levelled the match at 8-all.
And the Crucible hoodoo of first-time champions, all losing the following year, looming again. Next frame, Walker, 18-0 up.
Could have done without cannoning the blue.
One.
Slice of good fortune there. He was close to the pot, but bit of a bonus. It just seemed to cling to that top cushion there. Now, could that be the slice of good fortune that gets Ken Doherty going again? Now, he's got an angle on this red, that's near the corner pocket. It'll be interesting to see if he plays across to try and disturb the reds. If he's not cueing awkward, he's having to bridge over it a little bit. But he still played it.
8.
But it's finished a little awkward for him. That could quite easily have finished nicely on the black. Can still pot it, but just look. Our overhead camera showing you can only make contact with the side of the cue ball.
$15.
Ken's having a good look around, but I think he's got to take the red into the left corner pocket and go back towards the green, brown and blue.
$16. 90. $20. $27.
He still might be able to get on the black, but he left the cue ball a long way short of where he intended. He wanted to be able to pot this red and take the cue ball back to where it is at present, but having to go
28.
up the other end of the table. He should be okay, but it's the sort of thing you don't want to be doing. You want to try and make it as easy as possible. He's now got to get back up to the red that's just in front of a little group of 4. And he's managed that very nicely.
33.
And that opening fluked red could prove to be very crucial in this match. It remains to be seen.
$34. $40. $41. $47. $48.
Needed to be further across. Should pot this blue, but should have been on it where he couldn't miss it.
Yeah, he's got to take it into the corner pocket to get nice position. No problem.
$53.
So a couple more pots and he's going to win the frame off that slice of good fortune.
54. $61.
Walker knows that if Doherty pots this simple red, he'll need snookers.
$62.
The first shot was lucky, but all the others
65.
have been down to skill, will and concentration.
Ken Doherty, 65. And the frame.
Walker concedes. Doherty goes 1 up with 2 to play. He leads 9-8.
Yeah, possible 2 to play. Walker needs them both to knock out the champion, and he's up in this one.
Yes, by missing the pot on the thin side, he was sure of avoiding the cannon on the black. He knows there's a chance that Doherty might knock this red in and go on to win the match from it.
One.
That little wry smile from Lee there tells a story. He knows if the next shot works out for Ken Doherty, it could be all over. The red's available into the left corner, and that looks to be about spot on.
Three. Four.
Very little to do with the cue ball here. He can just drop nicely onto the yellow. Look, plain sailing for Ken Doherty earlier in the day, but what a battle he's had. He's still not home yet. He's not far from it now.
11.
He needs to clear up to and including the blue.
13.
And just with the pink being close to the blue, it's not the straightforward positional shot now, so he's got to get this. He wants really to leave as easy a blue as possible. So if he comes up the left side of the pink, he's got to make sure that he gives it enough. That's okay.
20.
Yes, I assume that he can reach the potting angle on this blue to pot it to middle. Safely in.
25.
And Doherty safely through to the last 16.
Ken Doherty, 25.
Barring a snooker. Still not quite nailed down.
Yes, Ken will still want to be very cautious here. Well, I don't think he wanted to be that cautious. He only just made contact with the pink there, but I suppose if he hadn't missed it going down, he would have just come off the cushion and clipped it. No, much too thin a contact to get in behind the black, so... But he's got to be careful with this one as well, Ken. He can pot the pink, but the white, he wants to make sure it doesn't go anywhere near a pocket.
It looked plain sailing for Ken Doherty when he led 6-2. When the match came back to 8-all, it certainly wasn't. But the world champion played 2 strong frames to complete the 10-8 victory.